Hey folks, I'm making a video in response to a reblog I saw yesterday um, that I didn't like. I'll read it out to you just so you get an understanding of what it was. So, picture of Decembush styles, including the flying V, treasure triangle, minimalist bushception, the pitchfork, warm and fuzzy, bicycle shorts, and earn your stripes. Bunch of pubic hairstyles that I could never pull off, but people have the right to. Under it, somebody, just whoever, I'm not going to name them, said, if you are under 21 and you shave, congratulations on infantilizing sexuality. Super glad you came to the party. A girl should have at least a handful of hair. And then I told them to take their body policing elsewhere. Because that is body policing and it's really rude. And as a really hairy woman, but person, I think that's a really easy way to make people feel excluded. And critiquing people for their body hair preferences that they have been socialized since birth to prefer, it just doesn't make sense to me. Now, nobody comes out of the womb wanting to shave. It is a learned behavior, and we're able to critique it as such. Some people will say, but I do prefer the look of no hair. I prefer the smooth feeling. That's fine. You would never have had that experience if you were raised in a culture that didn't emphasize hairlessness on cis women and other genders. But it doesn't mean that they can't still be hairless and critique it themselves accordingly. Like, again, it makes me angry to see people telling hairless people that they're doing something wrong. All marginalized people are doing things to get by in a culture that marginalizes us like this, right? And you can't tell me that you've never taken part in a problematic beauty practice. For example, I'm hairy, like really hairy. My doctor and I were laughing about it today. But I wear nail polish. You will never find me without any nail polish on. I wear makeup when I feel like it. Most of the girls I know do. And that's because we live in a culture that emphasizes our looks, and we're doing what we have to do to not be ridiculed. I get ridiculed for having body hair. That's something I'm subjected to. If people want to avoid that, I don't really blame them. I really don't. I think people need to understand that our bodies are still subjects of a lot of political debate, and the personal is still political. So, as trivial as something like body hair might seem, it's important. It sends a message. A hairy person, when they're not supposed to be hairy, sends a message. A person that's hairless that you expect to be hairless doesn't send as much of a message. And this is something that I want hairless people to understand, is that because of what they're doing, they do have it easier than someone like me who is not hairy and who is hairy, that has to justify myself. I have to justify my natural body hair to people because I have tits. So yeah. So I just kind of want everyone to be aware of that, because it's not cool to police other people's bodies like that. It's not cool to say stuff like that. It's not a way to make women want to connect with women and empower other women. It just makes them feel excluded, and it perpetuates internalized misogyny and like all this other shitty stuff that we have to put up with, you know? That's it.